Hey everyone, Todd here, internalarchitect.com. In this video, you're going to learn about the myth of balance. Now, I talk a lot about how to achieve balance and peace in your life after cancer. And I don't want it to become a misconception that there's this perfect balance of life that can happen after cancer. There are so many elements and so many pieces of our lives that trying to find this perfect balance is nearly impossible. Now, I want to read the definition of what balance means. This is from the dictionary on the app on your phone. In this one, it's a state of mental steadiness or emotional stability, habit of calm behavior, judgment, and etc. Now, as we are rebuilding ourselves after all the treatment and all the testing and going through the depression of what it's like to not be weighted on hand and foot and kind of going back into real life again, we are kind of thrown back into this world of just absolute mayhem that we were once part of before. And now that it's going on again, we start to realize that there are all these different angles and different elements to our lives that really create us and create who we are. At this point, we are also so much more aware that we are starting to kind of take on all these responsibilities and all these relationships and all these things that really create what our life is all about. And I think it's very important to understand that to have balance in your life isn't about, having everything being perfect and stringing along and, everything is time perfect and, you're able to accomplish everything and all your needs and all your wants are taken care of and are perfect, right? There's no such thing as a perfect balance, and that's why I call this a myth. A lot of people talk about balance in their lives as this attainable goal, and I truly don't believe it is. But what I do believe is that using the terms balance or the terminology balance in your life can help start to work through a lot of these issues that you are going through, a lot of these unpredictable life happenings that go on. And it really kind of brings you into an element of self-awareness that can help you identify whatever it is that's going on in your life at the time. And that's where I really want to stress that balance is going to be most helpful. Now, it's easy to take this word and its definition way too serious and overlook all the important things that go on in your life. Having a little bit of chaos is a good thing because it helps keep you on your toes. It helps keep things a little bit unpredictable in your life. And I think that's really important as a cancer survivor as you're growing, because first and foremost, when you were diagnosed with cancer, it was an unpredictable event that happened. And by keeping that unpredictability moving and happening in your life, it will help you prepare for other situations that will come down the road in your life as you get older. Now, there's no denying that life is hard. That's just how it is. I mean, we were able to make it through cancer, and we are now survivors. That in itself is one of the most absolute beautiful things that has ever happened to us. And we can look at it two ways. We can look at it as an absolutely glorious type of event that really helped open our eyes to who we are and what we're about, or we can take the darker road and kind of go into depression and go into that world that is really retreated, not really wanting to do better for ourselves and help people learn about this too. That's why it's important to really understand why balance is going to really help you in the future. I really believe balance means a lot of different things. One, it's like going with the flow. You're kind of just going with it. You're doing the things. You're working on the elements of your life that you really feel are most important. Trying to build the relationships that you feel are most important. Maybe some relationships that you have experienced in your life or that are in your life, maybe they're starting to fizzle out, and that's okay too. And that's all part of understanding how life works and being able to take that calm demeanor into your decision making kind of starts to show a little bit of wisdom into what it is you've been through. And that's where the balance can really start to shine a little bit. I think it's important to let your life balance. I mean, we're all going to have a different opinion, a different definition of this. Being able to divide your time up between work, job, and your passion is where you can start using this self-awareness to help you with it and help you move forward with it. And that's why it's really important to really take to heart the feelings that you're feeling at the time so you can express them in the right way also. The balance word is one that I will continue to use, as I think it's a good way to help share kind of the overall objective of what we're looking for. Balance to me means taking everything that I know up to this point and making sure that I make good decisions. I'm using my time wisely and just really being self-aware and identify what challenges that approach me in my life and then using that wisdom to make a decision that's going to help me into the future. And that's what I really want for you also. And that's why I wanted to make sure that my idea, my thought of what balance is, life balance, you're able to take and apply it to yourself, because you're going to continue to have crazy, weird things happen in your life, and you're going to continue to have things where you're going to feel really depressed. You're going to have relationships that are going to break. You're going to have work changes. You're going to have job changes. There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of things that really make up our lives, make up our souls and our egos. And by understanding our self-awareness and our self-worth, we can apply that balance, how we feel, to help us work through the craziness of life. So that's kind of what I wanted to give you guys. I hope you're able to take this and mold it to yourself. And remember, this is something that is constantly changing and constantly morphing into something that will continue for the rest of your life. Work on the awareness. Come up with your own definition of what balance means, because even though there is lots of definitions in the book of what the term balance is, it's finding that little element for how you can apply it to yourself in this chaotic world that we live. Awesome, guys. Thank you for listening. If you have any questions or comments, hit me in the comment section below, and please hit subscribe and do what you guys do. And want to say that I really appreciate your time and your energy into watching the videos, and I will see you on the next one.